general theme is how does it feel to be a hypocrite?
Right. Well, he sounds like a royal dirtbag.
I was wrong about something.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
If we can be with ourselves, if we can understand ourselves, we can love.
It's not my fault nobody can understand what you're saying.
Let's go while we're young.
3, 2, 1. Just introduce yourself and tell me what you ate for breakfast.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Matt here. No breakfast. It's too early. So how's everybody doing today? We're into April a few days already. Hopefully y'all recovered from your April Fool's jokes and whatever, but we're here. We're doing it again. Trying some different lighting. I don't know what do you think, the background and stuff. It's not lit up as much, so there's more light on me. Some people said the color was a little off, but we'll try it this way today. So there's a lot of, a lot of financial stuff is always on people's mind, right? There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm not going to get into that. I want to really get into that, quite honestly. I think that there's a lot of things that are really weird and hypocritical about some of that stuff, and what people are saying about how the financial situation of the United States and all of these other things. But what I was thinking about then is, here are 7 investments that you'll never regret. These are 7 things that I put down that if you invest in these 7 things, I believe you'll never, ever regret it. So make sure that you hashtag invest in this morning here, and for a chance to win, stay positive. Shirt here. So anyway, let's get to it. Number 1, you'll never regret investing in normalizing not having an opinion on things you are not informed on or things you refuse to educate yourself on. Let me say that again. You'll never regret investing in normalizing not having an opinion on things you are not informed on or things you refuse to educate yourself on. In other words, if you invest in keeping your mouth shut on issues that you haven't investigated, if you keep your mouth shut on things that you refuse to educate yourself on, you'll appreciate that investment, right? Like, everybody's blabbing about things that are very, very outside of anything that they want to know the truth on, and it's outside of anything that they understand. So keep your opinions to yourself if you're not willing to broaden your horizons. That's number 1 investment. Number 2 investment, you'll never regret investing in action. You see, action is what creates motivation. It's not the other way around. Motivation doesn't create action. It's action that creates motivation. So it's a reciprocal motion. If you're active, if you take action, it will then motivate you to keep going and to broaden and do other things, right? So number 2, you'll never regret investing in action. Number 3, you'll never regret investing in silence. Silence is also like a reaction, right? We want to react to things all the time. We want, somebody says something, we see a social media post, and we want to react. Silence is a reaction. You won't regret it. So when you're tempted to overreact, react with silence. Just don't say anything. Just keep scrolling, or in the conversation, just be silent. Number 4, you'll never regret investing in boundaries. You see, people who deeply matter in your world, in your circle, will always respect the boundaries that you set with them. So if you set boundaries, you'll never regret investing in that with people. Number 5, you'll never regret investing in your fear. me say that again. You'll never regret investing in your fear. So it's been said that the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Isn't that powerful? Let me say that again. I don't know who said this, but I had it in my notes, and I remember it and look at it from time to time. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. So invest in understanding your fear. Invest then in managing your fear. I guarantee you won't regret it. Number 6, you'll never regret investing in reaching out to someone who's on your mind. We all, have that, and most of the time we're hesitant to reach out to them. But see, that could lead to either closing a door to a friendship. So you reach out to someone, maybe you do it 2 or 3 times, and they either don't respond or they respond to, I'll get back to you and we'll set something up. That closes the door, maybe forever. And that is something that when you do that frees up, space in your mind. But it can also lead to strengthening or developing a lifetime of friendship with someone. So you won't regret reaching out to someone. You have to look at it, in my opinion, from both of those directions, though, right? Because it could close the door forever. Maybe that's part of a fear that you have, is closing the door forever on someone, some friendship that maybe be very peripheral and actually might be bogging you down. Or it could actually open up that door so that you can be, essentially a lifetime of friendship. So that you'll never regret that. And number 7, you'll never regret investing in self-discipline. Let me say that again. You'll never regret investing in self-discipline. When you make conscious decision, that allows you to choose what you want the most over what you want now. So if you go into a situation with self-discipline and you know what that discipline is, whether that be financial, career, health, or whatever else, if you go into something with that discipline already in place, and you make those conscious decisions beforehand, you'll go into a situation and you won't eat too much at the restaurant. You won't say yes to a job that maybe there's another month down the road that you want to, that is probably or possibly better for you. You just won't regret that. That discipline does really literally allow you to choose what you really want long-term over what you want right now. So there it is, my friends. It is 7 investments, as I guess I titled it, you'll never regret. And so I think that's really important. When we have some of these foundational things, you can then move forward and expand who you are and in your life. I mentioned yesterday, I had some people reach out asking what some of the announcements might be. And one very large announcement is I have some really special shows coming up next week that you don't want to miss. Should be starting Wednesday, and it'll go from basically probably Wednesday to Wednesday for the morning show at 6:30. And I'm not going to give it away, but I want you to tune in for those special shows. And it's very exciting for me to be able to do this, just with the whole plan of Shiny Brand and putting some of these things into implementation. The other thing is one of the very first things that I wanted to do last summer, one of the top of the list things ended up coming way down to the bottom of the list, and that is a subscription to shinybrand.com. And that subscription is going to have very special content, right? There's going to be certain content. It'll be some video content. I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff, even with Tyler. We have movie podcasts that we do, and we're going to do some kind of behind the scenes, goofy conversations, bloopers, even, if you will. That's going to be special subscription based content. There's also going to be some worksheets. There's going to be things that will expand on things that maybe we've already talked about in the past, or things that that some of the plans that I have in the future. There'll be, worksheet type content and stuff in there, but very, very exciting, special subscription based content that will also give huge discounts on things that are on the website, in the store, and also exclusive offers that will also be coming out for just different things that are planned. So I'm kind of rearranging some things and moving that back up to the top because, just because that's how things work. You got to pivot, and that's very exciting that is happening. I've been for about 2 weeks almost now, really working on the website to do those things, and I'm gathering up content to release and stuff here too. So thanks for sticking with me this morning. Let's give this shirt away. Who is going to be the lucky winner today? Amy, congratulations. Boy, this is fun, huh? All right. Hey, thanks so much, everybody, for this morning, for listening. Thanks for your messages. Thanks for keeping me on my toes on certain things that I'll be talking about more in the future, and some really cool things that we're going to talk about on the show. So have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:30.
You know what I just saw?
Who is this guy?
I call myself Podcast because of my podcast.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
So it's done. It's done.